keys.
Hey, I like your
oil made them.
cool.
Can't work on them anymore. Hurt.
My wife wants to throw out all the stuff that I've got.
No.
That's what I said.
I don't want to get rid of this, but you know, gotta eat.
Yeah, the other one too is it's either my wife or the stuff. That's what she said.
Yeah, and when's she leaving?
I like that. Very good. But it's powered by steam.
Powered by steam.
And the steam is right here in the building.
Yeah, it's in the next building over and all. Yeah. The patent dates on this stuff are from 1889 to I think about 1910 or 1915.
We're cooking molasses.
And who are you? What's your name?
My name is Blythe Terwilliger.
And what is this stuff?
We take those stalks right there and stick them right through that machine and squeeze out all the juices and put it in here and cook it until it dies down. Normally takes between 5 and 7 hours.
All right, I'm James Andrews. I'm a CPA. My brother rebuilt this mill, and we bring it down here to squeeze their cane for them to make molasses.
Great. And what is this stuff that you're squeezing? What is it called?
We're squeezing sorghum. It's a sweet sorghum.
Is that like sugar cane?
It's almost like sugar cane. Sugar cane will come back each year. They don't have to replant it. This has to be planted each spring.
Show me how you measure the sugar.
So it's
what's it called, a refractometer?
It's a refractometer measuring the sugar content of the juice when it goes into the vat to cook.
And what it measure? What you get?
On this one stalk here, it measured 22%. What the Ruatan's cooking measured about 16.
I got you.
Which now the sorghum, sweet sorghum, will produce ethanol probably 10 times more than corn. And why our dear government won't use it, I haven't figured out yet. Exactly. That's the whole. That's the too many. This lady right here hit the nail on the head. We got too many senators in the Corn Belt because there's a big tax credit when they sell them the corn. But what it's done is run every other farmer in the nation out of business.
And the chicken farmers.
Oh, I mean, all of the chicken companies around here has done gone bankrupt. We've just lost 700 jobs in Siler City.
Oh my God.
Besides 300 farmers going to lose the farm and the house and everything else.
What you got there?
She's carding cotton with hand cards.
You're getting rid of all the seeds?
Yeah. And she's separating the fibers and lining them all up very gently so we can spin it into yarn.
Show me how you spin it. Show me how.
All right. Okay, so this has been carded. And now we're going to spin it into yarn.
Put it on the wheel.
This is a spinning wheel. It's a Magicraft. It's made in New Zealand. It has variable ratios, and cotton has a very short staple length, and so it requires a pretty fast, tight spin, as opposed to maybe a wool that has longer staples and easier to spin.
And that puts a twist on it, right?
It does.
And the old wheels used to pull it off the old wheel. Didn't you get this twist?
It's the same thing. It's
except that you're running it with your feet, right?
Except, yep. And then some of the older wheels, the Saxony style, they had treadles as well, but there were the great wheels, the walking wheels that you'd use with one hand. You'd spin off a quill off of a point, and then the other hand you would turn it and you would walk back with the fiber. So this is kind of more of a stationary spinning. You don't have to walk anywhere.
But nobody does this anymore, do they?
Oh, sure. There's a lot of people. Yeah, I'm in a master spinner program. There's a lot of people that spin.
Hey, tell me your name again. I may have missed that.
My name is Sue, and I'm from Siler City.
Hi, Sue.
And that's the next town up. And I have a shop in Siler City. It's called Against His Will. And Brenda, who is our potter friend over there, she is an incubator artist in Siler City. And we have weavers inside working with cotton and lace makers inside and all of that.
How do you hook up the, it seems to me the hardest part is putting the...
It is, thank you, yes. You have a special board that you measure out the yarn on, and so each is measured at 5 yards, and it has a cross in it that keeps your threads in order. Then you bring it and you wind it onto the back, and you have to thread every other, each thread in order through these. So the even threads are on this one, and the odd threads are on this one. Then you have to thread it through the reed, and that helps not only pack your threads in when you're weaving, but it keeps them in order also.
So this is the easy part.
This is the easy part. As my grandson said, "That looks easy, Grandma." He doesn't realize that you spend most of your time getting it ready to get to this stage. And then this loom is, over 150 years old, and it hasn't been used in almost that many years. So it's making its debut today, and so we're still ironing out some of the kinks of it. This is tatting. Tatting is a craft that was very popular in America from 1900 to World War II. It was brought over with the immigrants from Europe. Whereas she is using a loom and a shuttle to weave, I use my hand in a shuttle. And tatting is actually just one stitch. It's done in 2 parts. The first part of the stitch, you take your shuttle and you go under and then back on top, and then you'll notice that the loop is orange. Now watch. As I pull back on the orange, the loop is going to transfer to green.
Oh, I see.
Then the second part is over and under, and you have that same loop, and you flip it again. And that all tatting is a double stitch. When you want to make one of these little loops, what you do is when you make the next stitch, you leave a little bit of space, you make it exactly the same way, but then when you draw it up, you get the loop. And if you can do that, you can make anything on the table. It's just a combination of, the double stitch and the
crocheting.
My name's Ken Gordon. I'm a blacksmith. We're out here today at the Old-Fashioned Farmers Day in Silk Hope doing demonstrations for all the fine folks that are around.
So what you demonstrating?
Right now I'm going to do a little bit of a forging demonstration. We'll heat the steel up, cut a little bit of it, pound it down, draw it out, and see if we can't make a candle holder.
Oh, good.
It's going to take a little while, so I hope you got a lot of tape on there.
This is Tommy Glossom's restored tractor.
After World War II, these veteran farmers had got that tractor new. He let his brother have the tractor, but it has a hand clutch, and his wife couldn't operate it real good. So he traded it to the John Deere dealer for an international tractor. And so my dad bought the John Deere from the dealer over in Burlington about 1948 or 49. And I got it after my dad passed away, and I kept it till about 84, and I sold it to a friend down in Pittsburgh. When he passed away, he was going to will that to his son. If his son didn't want it, to sell it back to me. And that happened a year ago.
How you turn it on?
Oh, I had a mechanic.
Well, look at me. Look at this stuff. Hey, you like it? Where's the pedal? Where's the circle now?